Welcome to the podcast for Brain and Courtlin in the morning on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Back then, right now, from Tyler Hubbard. Good morning, it's Brain and Courtlin. Welcome into Wednesday morning.
Wednesday. I gotta say, I don't know what cologne you're wearing this morning, but It is the strongest I have ever smelled.
Really?
It's very, very strong.
Oh God, I apologize. I don't like being that person. I apologize.
As soon as I walked in the door this morning, I was like, woo! I mean, it could be worse. It could be BO.
Yeah, but you don't ever want to be that Here's the deal. This stuff that I'm wearing right now, usually if I put some on, I find out that it wears off kind of quick. So I'm like,
well, so you were like, I'm going to shower in it this morning.
I didn't honestly shower in it. You know, maybe 3 or 4 spray. I don't know. This is not what people are tuning in to hear. And listen, it's funny because a while ago, there was somebody who used to work here once in a while who also used to wear a lot of cologne.
Yes, yep.
And
I know exactly who you're talking about.
And it's fine, but I don't want to be cologne guy. So I'm sorry.
Well, today you're cologne guy.
I don't want to be that guy.
Tomorrow's a new day.
Yeah, well, listen.
Tomorrow's my last day of work.
You know what? Yeah, because I'm fumigating you out.
No, because
you're leaving the show because you can't breathe.
I'm going to Nashville.
I know you're going to Nashville.
It's going to be okay, man.
So does it smell bad?
No, it doesn't smell bad. It's just super, super strong. Wow. And I'm very sensitive to that kind of thing. So
okay. Sorry about that.
Sorry, I didn't mean to ruin your morning.
I don't want to be that guy. And I'm that guy this morning.
Just today.
Okay. All right.
It's going to be all right.
If you want to know what kind of cologne that I bathed in, send us a message this morning on the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
If you're trying to suffocate your coworkers.
I've got the perfect blend.
Oh, no.
It's really nice stuff, though.
Okay.
Anyway.
Well, I mean, I guess you're getting your money's worth.
Maybe I should go lighter. Maybe I need to save it. I need to conserve it a little bit more. Anyway, Brain and Courtlin, one of us smells better than we should. We're K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. That's Jordan Davis with Tucson, Too Late. It's Brain and Courtlin. Good morning. You're not too late to win more tickets to see Haley Witters at this summer's Great Jones County Fair in Monticello.
You know what's weird is I actually had a dream about Haley Witters last night.
Okay, so what happened between you and Haley Witters in your dream?
I had a dream that Haley Witters was on an episode of Friends.
Oh.
And we had just discovered it. As if she was old enough to be on the show Friends.
If my math is correct, I don't think she probably would have been on the show.
No, but I just thought that was super weird, and I didn't even remember that until we said Haley Witters.
Do you have any idea what her character was doing on the show? You just
No,
your dream wasn't that in depth.
No, I wish I could tell you.
All right. Well, we'll have to reach out to her team and see if she has any guest appearances coming up on sitcoms.
Any 90s sitcoms? Doubt it.
Probably not. By the way, that will not be one of our two truths and a lie this morning. What 90s sitcom?
Was Haley Witters on an episode of Friends?
Yes. We'll play two truths and a lie coming up at 7:10. If you figure out the lie that we tell about Haley, you're going to see her at the Great Jones County Fair on Sunday, July 21st, with your country concert leader, 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. When it rains, it pours. From Luke Combs, we've got your first Luke Combs flyaway code coming up this morning at 8:20. Speaking of the weather, last night, Holly and Carly and I went up to watch Kaylee's track meet at Center Point, Urbana.
Wait, when did you say anything about the weather?
When it rains, it pours.
Oh, I was like, I'm so confused.
It made sense.
Continue.
It made sense in my mind. Anyway, we're at the track meet, and we're, of course, watching the radar. There had been some storms that had moved to the north, and so I was like, I think we're going to be okay. And then I shouldn't have said that because another band of storms eventually moved in. And at first, it looked like it was going to be a little bit of light rain, and then the lightning started. Mm-hmm. And, of course, when you're outdoors, sitting on metal bleachers, you can't have lightning.
No, they call it off or postpone it, right?
So a gentleman got on the loudspeakers and said, due to lightning in the area and future inclement weather, today's track meet has been called. And you would have thought that the 7th and 8th grade girls in attendance had just heard Taylor Swift was on the premises because they all screamed in jubilation.
They were so excited.
They're like, we don't have to run anymore. And they take off.
Wait a minute.
I know. And so Holly and I were very confused by this.
Why are they doing
Yes. We're very confused by this. So we go pick up Kaylee and head to the car before it starts raining on us. And Holly's like, hey, why were you all cheering so hard that the meet was canceled? And this is Kaylee. Kaylee goes, I don't know if you know this, but everybody who runs track hates to run track. And I go, whoa.
Then why do you do it?
I go, we didn't force you to go out for track. You wanted to run track. And she's like, I know, but that doesn't mean I like it. And I'm like, this is so
Nobody forced you to do this.
I mean, and I get it. I remember running track when I was in junior high, and it was not my favorite sport that I went out. But yes, you heard it. I went out for it. My mom and dad didn't make me do it.
No.
I chose to suffer. And I think that's what they're doing as well.
I hated the practices, but I liked the meets.
I would think, the actual meets would have been the best part where you get to compete and you get to try and break your personal records. Kaylee always, no matter how she finishes in the race, she will always go to her coaches and say, hey, what's my time? And she's like, hey, I might not have won, but I set a new PR. And I'm like, well, good for you.
I'm just so confused.
It was hilarious. And maybe they were just not looking forward to having to run in rain again, because they've done that at a meet so far this year, and it's
so much
miserable.
harder. Yeah.
It's miserable
Especially
to run in the rain.
when you're running into the rain and it's like
awful.
little needles hitting your skin.
So anyway, shout out to everybody at Center Point Urbana, all the kids up there who cheered that their meet was
all
canceled.
hate running. And that's worse for you, because you're like, well, you don't even like it, and now I have to sit and watch you not like it.
Yeah. And here's the thing. The event that Kaylee runs, she runs the very first running event of a track meet, the shuttle hurdle relay. And then her other two events are two of the last four events run. So we have to sit there for 2 hours, talk about concession food and how great everybody else's kids are until I can watch my kid again.
Oh, my gosh.
And she doesn't like it? Suck it up, Buttercup.
Well, don't do it next year.
Anyway, got another meet later on this week, and coincidentally back at Center Point Urbana, so hopefully no lightning. It's Braden Courtlin at 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Wildflowers and Wild Horses from Lainey Wilson. Good morning, it's Braden Courtlin. The Iowa State Fair does a great job booking premium grandstand entertainment every year, but I really think what the fair is also known for is they have various stages of entertainment that's absolutely free with your admission to the fair.
They have the Susan Knapp Amphitheater stage, the Ann and Bill Riley stage, and the Mid-American Energy stage. And all of these stages have some sort of free entertainment every single day of the fair.
Yeah. Have you ever been to the biggest free show that I ever went to, and at the time it broke the record for the largest crowd, was Brett Young when he was just coming up. He had a free show at the Iowa State Fair. And so Holly and I went over and saw him, and oh my God, there were so many people.
So I've never been to any of the free shows, but I did go to see Brett Eldridge at the grandstand once, and that was the first and last time I've ever been to the Iowa State Fair.
Oh, wow.
So we're already planning to go this year, even if we don't go to see a specific concert. I just want to go experience the State Fair again.
Well, listen, double fisting things on a stick and then seeing a free show is the way to go. Now,
there's just not enough hands for all the food and beverages.
There really isn't. So some of the highlights as far as the free entertainment, by the way, this complete list and schedule is up on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. Names you might recognize from the world of country music. I think this is cool that the Warren Treaty are going to be there at the Susan Knapp Amphitheater on Saturday, August 10th for a free show.
Restless Road, also going to be there on Friday, August 9th. Also on the lineup on Tuesday and a Wednesday, the 13th and 14th, Hairball. And then country singer Matt Stell is going to be performing on Sunday, August 18th. Like Brain mentioned, these are all at the Susan Knapp Amphitheater.
One of the acts at the Ann and Bill Riley stage, and you hinted at this earlier this morning, Leroy Van Dyke.
Who I just looked up. He's 94 years old.
94 and still going strong, and he'll be at the Iowa State Fair on Monday, August the 12th, performing a free show.
That's the Country Gold Show. They do that every year at the Iowa State Fair. Different artists every time.
On the Mid-American Energy stage, Austin Snell is going to be there. The Nadas, also rock act Fuel.
In my hands again. Do you remember that song?
Not quite like that.
It's called Hemorrhage, I believe.
Yes. Yes. Heard right here on 98.1 K-Hawk. No.
The Pork Tornadoes also going to be there along with Not Quite Brothers, another really popular local band.
So, yeah, there's something for everybody, whether you're into country, rock, there's tribute bands.
Tom Petty tribute, a Chicago tribute.
Saturday in the park.
There's also a guy who does an Elton John and Billy Joel tribute. So I don't know if he goes back and forth or if he does half as one and half as the other, but that should be interesting too.
Once again, just some of the free shows at this year's Iowa State Fair. We've got a list of them and links and all the information you need about the free shows. Also, if you want to just refresh yourself with the grandstand info too, we have that up this morning on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. I know we got to wait till August for the Iowa State Fair, but like you said, you can start planning your trip right now.
I think yesterday when they announced this, they said there's only 100 days until the fair.
Oh, wow.
And that's why they were doing the announcement. So get ready.
The countdown is on.
It's going to be, we're talking about this right now like it's so far away.
I know. It'll be
we're going to blink and it's going to be here.
Well, it'll be here soon. It's Brian and Courtlin on 98.1 K-Hawk.
K-Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10.
All right.
Way to go. What's your name?
Sarah,
Sarah, where are you calling from this morning?
Manchester.
Well, congratulations. You've got tickets to go see Dustin Lynch next week at the McGrath Amphitheater.
Thank you.
Way to go, Sarah. Picking up some Dustin Lynch tickets this morning just for me and caller number 10. That show, by the way, a week from tomorrow in downtown Cedar Rapids.
An outdoor show. Is this the first one of the year?
It's got to be. Got to be the first outdoor show of the year, right? We're giving away tickets all week long, and also don't forget next week through day of show, so your chances to win tickets continue. Tomorrow morning, we'll do it right around 9:20 with your country concert leader, 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids #1 for new country, 98.1 K-Hawk. That's Luke Bryan. It's Brian and Courtlin, and it is time to give you a chance to win more tickets to go see Haley Witters. She'll be at the Great Jones County Fair in Monticello on Sunday, July 21st. And we're giving away tickets all week long playing Two Truths and a Lie. No, don't clap. I'm sorry.
Wrong button.
Hello there. Sorry about that.
How long have you been doing this job?
Really 1 year too long.
So we've got 3 facts for you about Haley Witters. One of them has been changed a little bit to make it a lie, and you just have to figure out which one that is.
And if you get it right, we'll play that applause button for you on the air.
You really will.
I will, yeah. All right, here are your 3 facts about Haley today.
Number 1, Haley was homecoming queen her senior year of high school. Number 2, Haley's iconic corn skirt is currently on display at the Ryman. Or number 3, Haley says her dream collaboration would be with the Chicks.
Okay, one of those is a lie. Do you know which one?
Number 1, Haley was homecoming queen her senior year of high school. Number 2, Haley's iconic corn skirt is currently on display at the Ryman. Or number 3, Haley says her dream collaboration would be with the Chicks.
Caller 10 gets to guess first at 365-3698 or hit the call us button using your 98.1 K-Hawk app. 2 truths and a lie for Haley Witters tickets with your country concert leader, 98.1 K-Hawk.
Spring and Courtland.
Playing 2 truths and a lie for Haley Witters tickets.
K-Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10. Who's this and where are you calling from?
Ashley from Cedar Rapids.
All right, Ashley, here are your 3 facts one more time.
Number 1, Haley was homecoming queen her senior year of high school. Number 2, Haley's iconic corn skirt is currently on display at the Ryman. Or number 3, Haley says her dream collaboration would be with the Chicks.
Which one of those is a lie?
I'm going to guess number 2.
Yes. Her corn skirt is actually on display right now at the Country Music Hall of Fame and Museum.
How cool is that?
It's amazing.
Hey, congratulations. You're going to see Haley Witters at the Great Jones County Fair.
Thank you.
Yes, nice job. Yeah, the corn skirt.
A friend of ours was just in Nashville and went to the Country Music Hall of Fame and sent me a photo, and I was like, I'm so proud.
To me, it's just astounding that you can have an item in the Hall of Fame. So
and be from Iowa.
And be from Iowa.
That's amazing.
You can see her at the Great Jones County Fair Sunday, July 21st. More tickets. It's number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Latest from Kenny Chesney. It's called Take Her Home. Good morning. It's Brady and Courtlin. This weekend is going to be huge. There's so much going on. First of all, it's May the 4th be with you on Saturday. Mm-hmm. It's also the Grill Works open house.
It's also the day after my birthday.
It is.
I just want to point that out.
It's not listed on the calendar, but worth pointing out. I will be at the Grill Works open house on Saturday in Marion. They're going to have grills fired up, cooking all kinds of amazing things.
I know. You've told me about these events before and all of the interesting creations that you guys come up with while you're there, and it sounds amazing.
I mean, they cook all kinds of wonderful things. They have smash burgers. You can get ribs. You can get all kinds of things.
Didn't you have some sort of fancy Oreo last year?
You're talking about the Porkio.
Yes.
Yes, Courtlin.
That.
We are. So the open house starts at 10. I'll be broadcasting live from 11 to 1 at the Grill Works in Marion. You can have to win a pair of weekend passes to County Line Country Fest while I'm broadcasting live. But it's going to be a party, and I'm bringing my lightsaber because it's Star Wars Day.
Of course you are.
Listen, I thought about dressing up like a stormtrooper. But,
but your costume wasn't clean? You just wore it a week ago?
It was either that or Chewbacca, but I'm like, you know what? I don't want to get barbecue stain on my Wookiee hair, so I'm not going to do that.
Yeah, but as a stormtrooper, you got to dress in all white. That sounds incredibly dangerous around barbecue sauce.
It's so dirty. Hey, I can't guarantee somebody else won't be dressing up, though, and you know who we're talking about if you're listening. Stop by the Grill Works open house at the Grill Works in Marion, 763 8th Avenue on Saturday with 98.1 K-Hawk. Cedar Rapids, number one for New Country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Give heaven some hell. That's Hardy. It's Brain and Courtlin on a Wednesday morning, and that means it is time for another edition of Courtlin's Secret Sound.
Me, Courtlin, very bad at sound effects.
Usually.
You guess sound effects.
I'm bad at guessing sound effects, too, apparently. And, of course, you all can play along using the 98.1 K-Hawk app.
Get it out.
Your help is appreciated with these guesses.
Yeah, I don't know. I told you earlier, there's no way you're going to be able to guess
You
this one.
said I'm not going to get it?
So I pulled up the sound effect on my phone, went out into the hallway, and gave it a listen.
You did a little rehearsal. That was
just
nice.
a little run through to make sure that I get it right.
Okay,
but
all
that
right.
was like 5 minutes ago. So
I'm expecting to be blown away by today's sound effects.
Oh, you're not going to be blown away.
All right, here we go. Here is this week's Courtlin's Secret Sound.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Does that sound better?
It sounds like it's getting a little slower as it goes along.
Well, I don't.
No, I mean, is something slowing down?
No.
Oh, okay. It's just your mouth slowing down.
I was trying to do it in a different way that made it more obvious.
I swear to God, every sound effect you do sounds like it involves water.
It's
somehow.
not a sprinkler.
It does sound like one, though.
Maybe it does involve water, though.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, so here we go. Lily from Monticello says sprinkler. I hear you, Lily.
It's not a sprinkler.
I hear you. I get it. Mark from Springville says brushing your teeth. An electric toothbrush? Maybe?
No, but I do think that's the right track.
Okay. Like a water pick? No?
No.
Nothing? Okay.
It's nothing you'll find in your home.
Oh, wow. Okay. Do it one more time here for everybody listening once again.
Okay.
I love the fact you cleared your throat before you began. Like that made a big difference.
I tried so hard. I was doing a motion with my hands too. I'm glad you didn't see it.
I see. I close my eyes when you do the sound effect to try and get the full picture in my mind. And it's not hitting me.
So, toothbrush was on the right track.
Okay.
It does involve water in some way.
Ooh, hang on
here.
here.
It's not in your house.
Hang on. We have another guess here of a car wash.
Yeah.
It's a car wash.
Yeah,
hey!
you know those big things that spin around and it's like.
Yes.
I listened listen to it in the hallway to make sure.
Shout out to Chris from Monticello on the K-Hawk app. He
that
guessed
it
car
sounded
wash.
correct. Yes.
Congratulations.
See?
Okay.
I'm getting better.
You got to stop picking
Somebody
sound
figured it
effects.
out.
You have to stop picking sound effects that involve water. 'Cause they all sound the same.
I hardly ever do them involving water.
Man. Okay.
You just think everything is water because you're so close-minded.
You're right. You're right, Courtlin. I'm aqua challenged. I'm closed-minded when it comes to hydration.
You just want everything to be water, don't you?
I do. I wish there was more water on Earth. There's too much land. What is happening?
I don't know.
Oh, man. Hey, Chris, great job.
You win nothing. Congratulations.
Come in next Wednesday. Take my job on Courtland's Secret Sound. It's Brady Courtlin on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Good, bad, or otherwise. Here's Brain and Courtland with Country Quickies on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Starting off with news involving Morgan Wallen. A lot of people were upset that Morgan's headlining set from the Stagecoach Music Festival over the weekend. He was the only headliner you couldn't stream and see on Amazon Prime. And a lot of folks were like, man, thanks a lot, Amazon. And it's not Amazon's fault. It's actually Morgan Wallen's camp who decided not to allow anyone to stream the live performance, and here was why. A rep for Morgan says, quote, Morgan Wallen has a special project in the works for his fans that precludes him from participating in any live streams at this time. So it sounds like he's working on some sort of documentary behind-the-scenes project. Maybe he's filming some live performances. And obviously that will probably include some footage from Stagecoach.
But it would have been nice if they had let people know that ahead of time.
As that's pretty well put. Was a heck of a set, too. Guests included Eric Church, Hardy, Ernest, and Bailey Zimmerman, all appearing during Morgan Wallen's set. By the way, Morgan Wallen filming the video with his good pal
Post
Malone on the song I Had Some Help. So maybe we're going to get that song just very soon. I can't wait.
I would hope so because they've been teasing it forever. By the way, 2 of the signs for his new bar in Nashville officially went up this week.
Okay.
And they've been keeping that project kind of under wraps. So it's like, at least we're getting something, you know?
We need more, Morgan. Come on.
Okay, so Emmy Russell has really leaned into her country music heritage on American Idol. This week, she covered her grandmother, Loretta Lynn's famous song, Coal Miner's Daughter. The 25-year-old singer played the piano while she sang the song. And, of course, they cut to her mom in the crowd who was crying because Loretta Lynn was obviously her mom's mom. So here is what that performance sounds like.
I was born a coal miner's daughter in a cabin on a hill in Butcher. We were poor, but we had love. That's the one thing that Daddy made sure of. He shoveled coal to make a poor man's dollar.
She has a really sweet voice.
Yeah, it's a very distinct and unique voice.
Anyway, thanks to that performance, Emmy has moved into the top 7 on American Idol, so she's still in it.
All right, speaking of new music, Luke Combs is teasing another song that makes parents get a little, how should we say?
So
weepy-eyed.
every song that he releases now?
I know. The song is called Huntin' by Yourself, and yes, it talks about hunting, but it talks about enjoying time with your kids. And if you don't, they'll be gone soon, and then you'll be hunting by yourself again. Take a listen.
Even if it's just time we're killing, it's never fair. It's more like living. They'll make you cuss and wear your patience thin. The next thing you know, they're all grown up, and then you're hunting by yourself again.
Now, if I released this song and played it for my kids, Carly would say, "Stop being sentimental, Dad." Sorry, Luke Combs is sentimental, and it sounds great.
Yeah, he's got a lot of those songs on the way.
I think so.
I think his next album is just going to be called Make Parents Cry.
Yeah, Crying with My Kids by Luke Combs. The new album soon.
Okay, finally, Tim McGraw recently went above and beyond for a Kentucky girl that's battling an illness. Emily Kelly is a patient with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and her dream was to meet Tim McGraw, but things didn't really go as planned. So manager Scooter Braun told the story in a social media post with Make-A-Wish, and he wrote, "This past January, we had our Make-A-Wish America board meeting in Nashville, and I heard about Emily. She's been overcoming so much and fighting the good fight, and her dream was to meet Tim McGraw. When we heard this, I reached out to Tim, and like the incredible human he is, he agreed. With 2 days to go, something unfortunately came up, and Tim was no longer going to be in Nashville. We looked at his schedule and agreed there was a show in the area in April, and Emily could come to that, but that wasn't enough for Tim. That 3 months was too long to wait, so he asked me where Emily lived in Kentucky, and Tim said he would get in his truck the following week and drive the 2 to 3 hours to spend the day with her." What? And that is exactly what happened. So if you want to check out some photos and videos of the encounter, they are on the Make-A-Wish America Instagram account. But
that's awesome.
What a sweet guy.
I love everybody involved with Make-A-Wish. The stars, including lots of country stars, they go out of their way to make those wishes come true. Those are your Country Quickies this morning. It's Braden Courtlin on 98.1 K-Hawk.
Come.
Hey, Hawk, good morning. You are caller number 10.
No way.
Yeah, way.
I've never even gotten through.
Well, today's your lucky day.
What is your
I
name?
guess. Chad Daly.
Well, congratulations. You got a $50 gift card to enjoy all the food at Wild Hogs in Walford. Enjoy yourself.
That's awesome. Thank you.
Congrats, Chad. I love it when people say, man, I've never even gotten through before, and I finally won something.
That makes me feel good.
Yes.
Not the same people all the time.
So, once again, if you missed our announcement, Stadium Bar and Grill in Cedar Rapids, our lunch location in the month of May.
Come eat with us.
Get entered for listener. Try that in a small town from Jason Aldean. It's Braden Courtland. We've had some scary, severe weather in parts of Iowa. I know we've had some severe storms here, but man, Western Iowa, it seems like it's gotten the brunt of it so far this spring.
Oh, I'm sure you talked about it on Monday, but our experience at the Zach Bryan concert in Des Moines on Friday was pretty unusual.
First time I'd ever been at a show and had to go through multiple tornado warnings.
Multiple ones where everybody's phone in the arena started going off at the same time.
But something else that has apparently been falling in parts of Western Iowa this year, and there's a term for it that I've never heard before. You've been in a hailstorm before. You've seen hail fall and do damage. Mm-hmm. But have you ever heard of gorilla hail?
No.
Yeah.
I don't think I want to experience gorilla hail.
Well, first of all, no, you don't. But first of all, I'm like, okay, wait a minute. I lived in Iowa my whole life. I've never heard a meteorologist say, pretty good chance of gorilla hail today.
Oh, my gosh.
And so, yeah.
I'm looking at pictures of it, and that is horrifying. It's like a baseball.
Yeah. So, first of all, the term gorilla hail was coined by a gentleman by the name of Reed Timmer. Now, he's not a meteorologist. He calls himself an extreme meteorologist. Yeah, okay.
He's just a guy that's super into weather.
That's right. He's a storm chaser.
He's like you, but on a different level.
Thank you, I think. I don't think that was a compliment, but that's fine.
You love weather stuff.
I do love weather stuff, but I don't have my own phrase.
Well, you could.
Okay, so gorilla hail. Some storm chasers have begun using this term to describe hail larger than 2 inches in diameter. So, when we normally talk about hail, you talk about what? Penny-sized, golf ball-sized, or heaven forbid, if you ever see a report of tennis ball-sized hail, good Lord, run for shelter. But apparently gorilla hail is even bigger. There's a picture of some that fell near Mount Ayr, Iowa on April 26th. Are you looking at that picture? It's up on the K-Hawk app.
You have to hold it with 2 hands.
I mean, can you imagine a bunch of that falling from the sky?
It just looks like a bunch of hail got mushed together into a giant hail ball. It's like a snowball.
It's unreal. It's not the largest one ever recorded, though, in Iowa. There was hail measuring 5.5 inches in diameter that fell in 2004.
Imagine the dents that would leave in your car.
Oh, yeah. It would shatter your windshield. I mean, it would destroy your house. The siding on your house, your vehicle. I mean, yeah, this stuff is nothing to mess around with. But I don't know if you're going to see, like our friends over at KCRG TV9, Corey's not going to get on the air and talk about gorilla hail. But I think it's just a casual term that some of these online extreme meteorologists and storm chasers are using. So if you see people talking about weather and gorilla hail, now you know what it means. It means
just wait until you see elephant hail.
If you see a report of elephant hail,
wait until you see whale hail.
Whale. That's
my term.
You win. That's it right there. Courtlin is copywriting the term whale hail. If you see whale hail,
let us
let us know. If you see a whale tail,
That's a totally different thing.
don't tell anybody about that.
Let's not talk about it.
Whale hail. You just won the day. That's amazing. Learn more about gorilla hail. You can see a photo on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. Cedar Rapids, #1 for new country, 98.1 K-Hawk. New from Morgan Wallen with Ernest. That's Cowgirls. It's Brain and Courtlin. And Ian Munsick is coming back to the area. He will be playing Extreme Arena in Coralville. That show coming up this month. We can say this month now since it's the 1st of May. Friday night, May 24th.
May 24th. It's going to be a great night.
Going to be a wonderful show, and we have a couple of chances to win tickets. You can be one of our 2 winners of a 4-pack of tickets to see Ian Munsick in Coralville. Just sign up to win on the K-Hawk app, and one of those 2 winners will also win 4 meet and greet passes.
Oh, that would be pretty cool. I don't know about you, but I've been listening to a little bit more of Ian Munsick lately, just by chance. And he's got some really catchy songs.
He's got one of those voices. There's nobody else that sounds like Ian Munsick.
There's a song called Humble that I really, really like. And I See Country is another one.
Yep. You can win tickets to see Ian Munsick, a 4-pack. Sign up to win them now on the 98.1 K-Hawk app. Cedar Rapids, #1 for new country, 98.1 K-Hawk. Cabin a Solo from Scotty McCreery. He's having himself quite the time here. Recently inducted into the Grand Ole Opry. He was back and performed on American Idol, had his wife and son there, and now he gets word that Cabin a Solo, #1 on the country charts.
Good for him. It's a good song. I really like that one.
Good job, Scotty McCreery.
Scooty McCrudy.
Scooty McScoot. We have multiple nicknames for him. We don't care.
You know, he's going to be at the Mississippi Valley Fair in Davenport this year.
If you're looking for information on that show, you can head to the K-Hawk app and all the other big events coming to Eastern Iowa this summer. I feel like now we're in May, we can really start gearing up and getting ready for these outdoor shows. You know, we got Dustin Lynch next week in Cedar Rapids kind of kicking things off.
It just feels like summer is now here. I know
close.
It's not officially here, but it feels like it.
It's getting close. All right. Back tomorrow morning before we're out of here. Dad joke on a Wednesday.
Okay, Brain. Why do people who live in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
Why do people who live in Greece hate waking up at dawn?
Because dawn is tough on Greece.
I knew it was coming. I was thinking about how to phrase it, and I'm like, oh, it's Dawn dish soap, isn't it? Here we go. Love it.
That was a good one.
All right, back tomorrow morning, bright and early at 5 a.m. Until then, have a great day. So long.